this is what I look like. And I am here to do the next part of the remodel cleaning of the church. The original guy that plastered either used a cheap material or mixed it, because there ended up being a ton of cracks in the plastering and the walls were just peeling off. Well, then we sanded it, so now we have to get rid of all of the dust and clean so that we can paint. So I've got a couple other women coming to help me clean and get rid of all of the plaster dust. And then hopefully tomorrow we will be able to paint. So the goal today is cleaning. Okay, I started in that corner, and my first step has been brooming, sweeping the walls to get as much of the plaster dust off as possible. Then I'm gonna go back through and probably sweep up or mop up the plaster, and then go back through with a damp rag to clean the rest of the walls, and then move on to the things. I'm about a third the way around the room sweeping the walls. Okay, we have one more wall to paint. We're still doing a little bit of cleanup, but all the other walls have been painted and repaired. Samantha's putting together her play zone. And we've got a bunch of members of our church here to help clean and organize. It's gonna be a day. Hopefully get it organized by this afternoon. Thank you for the prizes that my daughter is getting some playtime out of. They will be in the prize box, I promise. But as we're cleaning the church, they have been a huge blessing so that she has something to do. And we are dwindling down the organization. We are cleaning the bathroom. And outside, Eliana and Felipe are washing all of the tables and chairs. Okay, the church is taking shape. Here we go.
Acá mi esposa por fin haciendo algo y quiere que le haga un video. Samantha jugando con medio sueño.
Yeah, afuera. You want me to put your shoes on? Chao, cuídase. You have to put 2 coats of paint on it. It is such a small space when you look at it in general. But let me tell you, touching up the plaster on the walls and painting took way longer than we expected. In total, we spent 2 weeks. The first week, my husband came with one of our church members who does construction, and the landlord actually paid him and purchased the materials to like touch up the walls. A ton of the plaster was falling off. I don't know if the first time they did it, they used cheap material or what happened, but over the last 2 years, the plaster was just peeling off the concrete walls. So he came and did replastering, and that took 3 days. And then after that, they had to sand it. And that took a day just to sand down all of the areas that were plastered. And then I came, and a couple ladies from the church came, and we did the bulk of like the dusty cleaning, because when you sand down plaster, it creates a ton of dust. That took us an entire day. And then after that day of like major dust cleaning, my husband and Felipe came and spent the entire day putting 2 to 3 coats of paint around the entire church. And then after they painted, we came with about 8 people from the church and did like detail cleaning, because there was still dust in like all the crevices and things needed organized, and there were little paint splatters on the floor, so we had to like scrub the floor and get little pieces of plaster off the floor and things. So we spent all day yesterday. We spent 8 hours yesterday doing the like final detail touch-up cleaning. In total, it was like 7 days of full-on cleaning and organizing and labor. But we did it. We got the church back to brand new looking and just in time for summer and activities. It had been 2 years. It definitely needed touch-ups, painting, some TLC. And one of the moms had an idea to put contact paper on this wall where we do like the food and coffee, to hopefully keep it from getting as dirty. It's a little easier to clean. It protects the paint just a little bit. So we've got contact paper around our coffee zone, and we put it more like hidden so that we can have a little bit more space in the church for seating. That way the coffee bar isn't taking up space. And then we also wanted to pull out the piano, because the team that's coming next month, they're gonna actually get to play some live worship music with us. And so we have piano and guitar available for them, but we wanted to have this out and ready before they got here. And before, this piano, because we don't have anyone that knows how to play it, was hidden behind the curtain. But starting next week, we are actually going to do music classes. And so we need the piano out anyway, and hopefully we can train somebody to lead worship with piano and guitar, at least 2 instruments. We'll see how God works. But we do have someone who's coming next week to see if they can start teaching us some music classes.